To finish up this session, we're going to take that same big medicine ball and do a few wall balls. This is where we squat and we throw the ball up, stand about a yard away from the wall, squat, right. As you catch the ball, go into a deep squat. As you get used to medicine ball, you can do more repetitions, heavier weights, and use them to improve your overall fitness. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. I'm going to take that same big medicine ball and put it up on my shoulder. Go into a lunge position. We'll do a lunge. This is an Atlas lunge, like holding up the world. Requires balance, core stabilization. On the other side. To warm up my rotator cuff muscles, I like to use a stretchy band. It doesn't have to be particularly strong one. The idea is to stretch, bring your shoulder blades together, open up your chest. Like to hold it a bit in that full stretch position. Then we go into a star position. We go diagonal one shoulder, diagonal second. Other side, horizontal. I like to do the pattern of diagonal, horizontal, other diagonal, horizontal. You can take the stretcher band, even go behind your shoulders. I like to do this one and add a rotation to it while I'm holding isometric in my upper back and over. Additionally, warm up the rotator cuff from side to side. Just a little bit of contraction in both you're doing simultaneous internal, external rotation. And the final rotator cuff warm-up exercise, arms at straight at 45 degrees, like towards the corner of the room, and just arm raises just up to horizontal. Try and keep your shoulders down, your shoulder blades down and together. All right, I'm going to grab a light medicine ball. This one is 4 pounds. You can do 2 pounds, 6 pounds. I'm going to use this to throw at a wall. This is a medicine ball that bounces, so I can get it on a rebound. And just a gentle throw. Warming up the shoulders. Giving a little bit of rotation. Even though it feels awkward, you should try and to go the other side. Your muscle balance. you find throwing overhead causes too much shoulder pain, that's a symptom of rotator cuff impingement. You can try and compensate, again thinking about bringing the shoulder down, shoulder blade contracted, stabilizing your core. If it doesn't respond to that, probably not the best exercise. So what you can do instead is just a chest push with the ball. Rotation, push. Do the other side. Another useful exercise called a medicine ball slam. Now if you use a bouncy ball, it can bounce up. If you bend over, it can hit you in the face. Probably better to get one that doesn't bounce. This one's a little heavier, 10 pound. So put the ball overhead, not fully overhead. So if you look forward, you can still see it, and throw it to the floor. This involves both that functional movement of a squat and a pull. As you lift the ball back up, also do a rotation. We can do a squat, up, push. Using the same ball, I like to do an overhead toss backwards. So put the ball between your legs. Make sure nobody's behind you, or you have a good wall like this one. And you swing it up and over your head. If you have back pain, be careful with this one because it does require a little bit of hyperflexion in the back. Again, always use a lighter ball, less intense. Again, if you want to progress, heavier and more explosive. Let me grab a larger medicine ball for the next exercise. For this, we can do a one-legged deadlift. So I'm bringing my left leg up while I go forward. And up. This requires a lot of balance. You want to stabilize your core. Take it slow. Hello, and welcome to this edition of Silver Sneakers Boom Muscle. If you've been following me, you know that I've had a couple of health issues recently. Both my shoulders have torn tendons in the rotator cuff, which had surgery on both of them previously. So you would call these now a failed rotator cuff repair. At my age, nearly 70, the shape of the tendons, further surgical repair is not an option at this point. My only surgical option is a shoulder replacement or reverse shoulder replacement, which is done primarily for refractory pain. I don't have any pain in my shoulders, I just notice that they're somewhat weak. My other option is to try and rehabilitate the muscles I have there and get the other shoulder muscles that are intact to take over the role of the rotator cuff. So I'm working on that. The other thing is I've recently had prostate surgery for prostate symptoms. It's not cancerous, but that's been 4 weeks ago. So I'm still on a protocol of reduced activity, no heavy lifting, minimal exertion, and I've never had a internal type surgery like that. I've had orthopedic surgery before. I'm surprised that it's taken this long to actually start to feel that I'm getting back to normal. So today I was going to go over some of my more functional exercises using the medicine ball and keep it fairly light, fairly low exertion. Using a medicine ball is designed primarily for what you might call functional fitness. It increases strength to some degree, but also balance, explosiveness, and general improvement in function. To review, we have 5 basic moves of functional fitness. One is a squat, like sitting down in a chair. The second one is a push with your body, like putting your groceries away on an upper shelf. We have a pull, like maybe opening a door, lifting up a grandchild, baby. We have rotation, which you use getting in and out of the car, etc. And then we have one-legged activities like walking or straight leg deadlift for an exercise. So as far as equipment today, I was going to use medicine balls. This facility has this nice assortment of medicine balls, some which bounce, some which don't bounce, some which are smaller, some which are larger, a variety of weights for all kinds of different uses. To warm up, just do some arm circles to start. Again, when you do these, you want to keep your shoulders down, your shoulder blades down and towards the midline. I like to start with my palms up. And you can always go lower for a modification. Don't do arm circles higher than horizontal. And the idea is to increase your heart rate, warm up the muscles, and get them used to functioning for exercise. And let's go forward. You can always take a break, bring your arms down, rest for a few seconds, then try and get back up. And do palms down. Another modification is to bring them slightly forward at about 45 degrees. You might actually find this to be a progression a little bit harder because this is relying on that rotator cuff muscle supraspinatus, and reverse. And let's do some rotation. These are called kidney slaps. You let your hand gently touch the back over your kidney. Some people think this increases blood flow to the kidneys. You can rotate your head side to side. If that makes you dizzy, just keep looking forward. Either one's fine. Okay, I'm going to grab a band, just a light one. I'll be right back.